So basically, ChatGPT as an alternative search engines.
Okay.
Because now, when it first came out, it would only pull from like 3 years ago or whatever, and it wasn't up to date. Whereas now it brings in up to date information, and it also takes sources from all around the internet as well, and it tells you where it's from.
Just have the paid version.
I think it's rolling out to paid versions first, and then afterwards it's not. But if I say, for example, we do Family Secret Santa, let's just say, for example, I got Reese. I'll say like,
for example,
I got Reese for Secret. I got my brother. You might have to speed this bit up, but I got my brother Reese for Secret Santa. Can you suggest some gifts?
for like an early 30-year-old.
He is late 30s. Well, he's nearly 40, I'll put. He's nearly 40, likes running, fitness. What else do you like?
Beer.
He works for me, with me at PK.
Freudian slip.
Has a wife and 2 kids, right? It's just a little bit, and then I've chucked that in. You could never put that into Google, could you?
No.
If you put that into Google, it wouldn't. Google would pick up. It would pick up that Secret Santa gifts, and it would be super generic. Whereas it's come back. Here are some gift ideas for Reese: running or cycling accessories, a high quality running cap, fitness tech, cover that.
What's the next stage?
And then I'll put like, give me some links, please.
Do you say please?
I usually do. I didn't that time. No.
I say.
But then it's gone like running, cycling, reflective sportswear. And it's all
Is it
got
linking
links.
you to the websites?
Like, look, so let's go reflective running gear. That's what I think I need to do. It's got a link to Decathlon. I'm now on Decathlon.
Shit.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how nicer is that than
For the
Google
record,
search?
do not buy me that.
You don't want anything from Decathlon?
You need a headline.
All jokes aside, I saw Dean wearing it yesterday. Actually, it looked good. I'm only joking. I like Decathlon. It's actually my favourite shop to buy things you don't need.
Yeah.
It is though. Yeah.
But the implications of this is like really bad for Google search, unless they obviously make some changes to, which I'm sure they will make.
But don't they incorporate
but if I put that original search
into Google anyway, isn't it? So can't they just?
It's their own one.
Oh, it's their own one, is it?
But look, if I put that exact same query into Google,
Reddit,
and I've got nothing that's useful, just a load of like waffle. Whereas like here, I've come back with some actual useful suggestions, links to products, and then you can even like obviously you can go back and tailor it and be like, I don't think he actually doesn't like running. You like cycling more, or
it's just the paid for version.
This is the paid for version, but I don't think you need it for this. But I think the interesting thing is how this can just change behaviour. I've done it because also where I've told it my whole life story, it knows loads about me. I'll put like, suggest some gift ideas for me based on what you know.
But why would it choose Decathlon? Why would it choose...
Well, this is then the other things, like all these websites are going to have to optimise to be featured in... Hello. All these websites are going to have to be optimised to get featured in AI platforms. Do you not think that's going to change so much?
Do you guys think that ChatGPT is going to take...
Come in, sit wherever.
Anyways, we're just relax. We're just...
He moves around.
Yeah, move on.
Show Juliana.
I need this side. Okay.
I was just showing Reese and Luke how you can use ChatGPT instead of a search engine.
Oh yeah, it's
So I've said this, I've got my brother Reese for Secret Santa, can you suggest some gifts?
Do you have them?
The cat's out of the bag.
You could have put a price as well.
You can put a price, you can do like, but yeah, it links out 2 things now. So like, for example...
Is this
I wonder if that's
paid version?
It is the paid version. I don't think you actually need the paid version, but regardless, it's coming. But then like, this is a whole other like...
It's incredible.
Optimization thing that people are going to have to consider.
Yeah.
Because why would you go to Google? This is when I searched the exact same thing on Google. I got a Reddit.
Too much messy.
I got a Reddit thing, and it's not tailored. And
I'm doing it on the free version.
I used it to tell me
It doesn't do it.
best hair colors for your skin tones, and it tells you what hair colors and what eye color you should have, and what shades of clothes to wear.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
I know it doesn't have the links out. It's a very generic. I know
if you ask it for some links, though. Oh, it is generic, but
That job description was really good.
I know.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
What does this mean for the ads market then in the future?
Well, this is
write
what
all
I'm
the copy
saying.
now.
In
No, but
terms,
in
of,
terms of using
buying
it
ads,
as-
buying ads.
Using it as a search engine.
Oh, like you think
And it
they'll
has
start
got
having
links.
ads on the
Yeah,
side?
it can do. Yeah,
Potentially.
Absolutely.
Do you
It's
think
only-
gonna
only
take
matter of
over
time.
Google?
Yeah.
I don't think you.
I think it will make Google adapt.
Yeah,
I don't
Google
think
will adapt.
Google does try to have an AI thing. When you search something, that they have a little AI thing at the top. Have you noticed that?
I haven't
The
got that.
Gemini.
Gemini. Yeah, I think it's really
Is that
good. I use it a lot.
Gemini?
Yeah, it's called Gemini. Yeah, that's their own.
It's not
Like
here.
that's their own
but
AI.
Search just like
Anything.
what is
Search for like recipes, and then it's generally at the moment it's rolling out quite fast.
I think it's more of like a question one. So if you say like what is in a chicken pot pie,
Healthy. Yeah,
it will tell you.
that's Google Gemini, which is quite exciting to do. That's they're combating ChatGPT.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna the ChatGPT 5 is gonna come out soon.
What's
It's
that
like
gonna be?
5 times bigger than ChatGPT 4. Like the knowledge and the.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm still on free.
The scary thing is, it's like $20 a month at the moment, and then everyone's going to get so used to it, and then they'll just double it, and it will be everyone's just going to have to pay it.
Who owns it?
I think it's independent,
OpenAI,
isn't
it's
it?
that
Yeah.
Sam.
I'd maxed out my free
Questions.
free questions. I was asking it too many things like, what did I ask it? Like mortgages, or I was asking it about savings.
Oh.
And it only does a certain amount of analysing.
That's why I ended up paying for it.
It's quite clever though.
I use it for copy all the time for email. It's great.
Yeah.
It sounds so good.
Yeah.
The thing that it's not good at is we had a brainstorm yesterday about our events, PK events for next year. We were asking to come up with names, and it was terrible, wasn't it?
Oh.
I think like having any kind of original ideas, it's
not very creative.
no, because it just uses average.
It does take from like
It doesn't have its own brain. It just is an average of the internet.
yeah.
So like all the ideas it coming up with, and it wasn't.
You have to be very specific when you
Yeah.
write things. That's the thing.
If you put some really good stuff in, you do get really good stuff
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
If you put shit in, you get shit out.
But there was certain because the idea of the name we were trying to come up with is like he wanted it to be a little bit fun, but like also telling people what it was and all those sort of things. He just couldn't get. He just kept coming up with really basic like PK Marketing Summit and just stuff like that. He just couldn't get his head around it.
Not the creative genius that we need just yet.
No, not yet.
Good training.
Yeah, I think it's a key word.
Let me just spread it out.
Okay, what are we doing?
This is it. This is the video.
A/B testing.
What
Oh,
we're doing already.
No, we're gonna look. No, we're not going to talk about A/B testing, are we?
We could talk about A/B testing if you want. We could talk about some of the things that was on Marcus's list was around generally
ChatGPT is a big one.
Black Friday,
Black
CRM.
Friday.
You're just generally shit, but this is like generally it. Like we just
Shoot.
talk,
Shoot the shit.
shoot the shit, chew the fat,
And then George does his
and then
magic.
George does his magic. So
Okay.
I guess Black Friday around CRM is a really interesting one. Some of the topics that were on your list were around like
What makes a good abandoned cart?
what makes it good flows. Yeah. What I thought was a really good one was the what was it? The good, the bad, the
Good, better, best.
good, better, best from a flow, from an automations perspective. As in, like, if you can only do is that what you meant by that point? Like,
Yeah.
what are the fundamental ones you've got to get right first? Then, like, these are the next ones, and then these are, like, the ideals.
Yeah.
But how has Black Friday been? We're obviously, depending on when this video goes out, Black Friday is officially tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving today.
For those who celebrate.
Do you say, would you say Happy Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving? You should have been wearing your turkey hat.
I know. What have fun and look bad.
How's the lead up been from a CRM perspective?
It's been a lot, you know. I think the brands that prep in advance have it staged out in the long run because there's so much back end work that goes into it. All these, you know, early access events, that email acquisition touch point sign up, to then giving out that exclusive code to that certain segment, and then timing the offers as well with competitors. It's all huge, and across the industry, you know, everybody I think at some point scrambles, but it's been really good, really interactive and really hands on this year.
Very organised this year.
Yes,
I think every year we get more and more
yes.
planned and organised.
Yeah, I'd say this year was definitely our most organized, planned, prepped. We've been talking about it since August, September. It's just a matter of actually making those 100 things come to life. But one big thing is we've seen this year is early access. So gaining that exclusive audience, building that hype, getting people to sign up, stay in the know. I'm sure you've all been shopping and seen on the apps, like the notifications. So that's how easy way to grab new email subscribers. And then, of course, kind of like new markdown, new weekly drops to keep that exclusive newness for the sale. So we did that drop for a client, had huge impact with that simple messaging, simple phrase. As long as products seem newly on sale to users, they're happy and it works. So yeah, that's been a big one, and featuring is different. One week you feature jackets, next week you feature shirts, discount on shirts, then accessories drop, discount on that. So kind of always having that fresh new messaging, and especially like time sensitive as well. So like 48-hour deals, 72-hour deals, that helps really push people over the edge and really click through. And then of course tomorrow is the big official Black Friday day, but kind of feels like Black Friday month for us.
It just gets longer and longer every year, doesn't it? I mean, what's your guys?
Susanna was calling it Cyber 5.
That's a Google term, isn't it?
Yeah.
Google call it Cyber 5.
Which is like, what is that? That's like Thursday to
The 5
Thursday,
core
Friday,
days.
Saturday, Monday. It used to be Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Google, maybe Microsoft to follow it, the Cyber 5. But you're right.
Now it's like November 1st.
Some of our clients have been doing early access deals for the last couple of weeks. It's almost like November basically. And it falls late this year, so we found that quite interesting when we've been talking about clients we've dated this week. For those that did do early access, we're Black Friday this year has fallen a week later. So we're a week closer to Christmas, which has been quite interesting to see.
Yeah, it's still not allowed Christmas music in the office, which is
I approve
contentious.
of Christmas.
Maybe we
You're the only person on my side. It feels
Maybe
like.
we'll do it, George. Maybe we'll do a vote and we'll put it to LinkedIn and say, should you have Christmas music in the office before 1st of December, or should you wait for the 1st of December?
That's good.
And we'll let LinkedIn decide.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Black Friday? Like, if you took like the PK hat off.
I think it's quite overwhelming for
Definitely.
consumers. Personally, I find it quite overwhelming with just FOMO, thinking that you tend to buy things you don't necessarily need or want. But yeah, taking our PK hat on, I find it quite, and it's just a month now, as you mean. And it could even be 2 months. I was thinking last year, I'm pretty sure like most of the brands I follow stay in some form of discounting.
They'll just call it a different name.
And then it goes into
Christmas.
Jan, so it could even be like 3 months of like some form of discounting. I've got my eyes on like 3 or 4 brands. I'm going to see if it changes tomorrow, because Connor in the office thinks that people do shift discounting closer to this like weekend, but I've never noticed that.
It's a challenging. It's a bit of a balance, isn't it? Because we find that like if you go on sale, so we've had some clients that are doing a similar sale this year to what they did last year. They went on offer, or they went on sale with a certain discount, and then on the actual weekend, it was then a deeper discount, like you said. We found that people last year, everyone sort of shopped early and was like, great, this is amazing. And then thought, fuck, I'm missing out on the extra bit. This year, it feels like people are savvy and they're going, hang on, I'm going to wait a little bit because I know these guys are going to give me the extra bit.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge because people start to wait and they know the behaviour and they sort of like, so that's a tricky bit because then you get that balance of, well,
I don't know about you as well, though, like I will see a pair of jeans that I want and I will literally cross-quote it against like everyone. So it is a race to the bottom as well.
Yeah, it is a dangerous race.
You're buying on price. So are the customers that these brands acquiring any use to them? Because I'm literally going to go, whoever sells that pair of Levi's jeans the cheapest, I'm going to go with. It's not because I really want to go and buy them off Levi's. It's just I'm buying it for do you know what I mean? It's like...
We were talking about that this morning, wasn't we? We're going to do an analysis on that. On basically, another client has gone on probably the most aggressive offer they've done. They've acquired loads of customers. It's working really, really well. But what we need to do is like segment these people, because some of them are returning customers that are going, look, I'm going to take this deal. Great. Some of them are new customers, so they're like, actually, I'm going to try this product for the first time, like really cheap. But what we need to figure out is if in 6 months did they ever buy again, or did they literally just want it because it was like a really, really good offer, talking like 50% off. Did they come back? Because if they never come back, then you're like, well, I kind of just sold this product for really cheap. Whereas if you get them in and they love it, and then they come back on a full price, then it's an absolute win. I don't think there's enough analysis done on that in terms of what it's like to actually acquire a Black Friday customer. Are they worth it? And I think we're gonna lean into that this year a lot, just so that we can actually learn for next year. And maybe that might make a decision for people that go, it's not worth it because we sell a load of stock, but no one ever comes back because they're just literally interested in that really, really cheap product. Or we might acquire some lifelong customers and it might be amazing. So that's going to be exciting to see.
That would be a really important bit of analysis if we can do that.
That'd be a
could
good
really
log.
help us stand out differently rather than just, you've got to smash Black Friday. We're not saying anything different there, are we?
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
Yeah, we should regroup on that and I think that'd be really good.
Anyone seen what's the best thing they've seen? Or the biggest discount?
So much going on, honestly.
can't-
I
it
get
hurts
like
my
40
head.
emails a day.
It's too much. I ignore it all. I had I got all of Susanna's presents and my one family secret Santa, whoever that is, and my one at work, and then I just got all of those. So I like it. It helps you be organised. I've got all my Christmas shopping done now.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
got
I'm
like
not like that.
got
And
what
then
I
I just have
needed.
to shut off to everything else because it's too much. You can buy so much stuff you don't need.
I think that's a good approach,
Yeah.
making a list of the things that you genuinely need and then look out for an offer on them. Because I do tend to just look out for stuff. You're like, what's out there? And then you end up buying shit.
I
Buying
genuinely
something you
don't
need.
think there's any. Well, there must be, but I don't think there's many like really like groundbreaking deals. Like, I spoke to a friend who works for a sports brand. I said, "Oh, what's their Black Friday like?" He said, "Oh, they've got loads of like return stock they need to get rid of." So, and it's like there's so many people who are just doing stuff like that. They're just using it to shift stock they don't need anymore. Or which, fair enough, you can get like I've got Susanna some gym stuff. Hopefully she can see this video. I got some gym stuff. I got some Gymshark stuff. I have to make sure she don't see this video. And it was like it was down to like 14 quid for like a sports bra and like 15 quid for the leggings, which is like a nice price to have some Gymshark stuff. But that can't be the best Gymshark stuff, can it? I've just gone on.
Are super aggressive in Black Friday.
Yeah, it's like 70%
That's
off.
crazy.
Yeah.
Price.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
The other thing is like how these brands lead you. So like on running at the minute, they've got like a big email sort today. It's like 50%, or it might even be more. But when you go on the website, it's quite misleading.
No.
The
Yeah.
classic
Yeah.
up to.
Up to.
And that up to gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller every year.
The other thing
That's
on running
key.
did is they've not crossed out the price. So say something's £100, they've just got it as saying like this is 50% off. For me, maybe being a little bit more simple, I want to see what it was.
Oh, so they're giving it
So it's
the current, the
cost.
new
It
price.
just has the new price and it says what this has been reduced from, like the percentage, not the actual.
That doesn't say
Original
it doesn't
price.
say 200
It doesn't
down
say
to 100.
150/100. It
Yeah.
will just say like 100. This has been discounted. I want to know what the data is behind that because I just personally don't see that as working. But maybe that's me being simple.
Don't know though.
You don't really
Yeah,
want people to have to do any maths, do you?
I like that, and I like that, and Amazon do. I mean, regardless of Black Friday, Amazon do that really well, don't they? There's always like this was £12 and now it's £9. That gets me. So I'm like, you know what? Actually,
What Amazon do
Actually,
though, there'll be a big red banner, Black Friday sale,
Yeah.
and then when you actually look at it, it's like 50p off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those little red, even though you know that's just pure psychology making you
Yeah.
think that's better than that one, it's literally like 50p. And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take that one.
Yeah.
What happened last year with one of our clients? They did a confusing discount, and this year they've learnt from it. Was it?
Yes. It was kind of like a spend 100 get 25 off, spend 150 get 40 off, spend 200 get 50 off. Kind of like that stacked.
And it
Very
didn't work.
wordy. It worked to an extent, but are they doing better this year? Absolutely. And this year they went with a more simple offer. That's what I think what we've learned is most important is be as simple as possible.
Yeah.
People don't want to read all these confusing offers where it's,
You need to open a spreadsheet and figure out if you're getting the best deal or not, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like that. It's when those ones where it increases.
with
it's really
so many different offers getting sent to your inbox. Customers just want to see Black Friday 70% off.
Yeah.
Done.
Not every brand can do this, but Nike do it really well. They just do 25% site wide. And
Yeah.
then
Yep,
that's
that's another
the
one.
message they put out. But actually, when you go deeper in each product, it has this is not within this offer.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that for me, being
T's and
simple,
C's.
I love that. I'm like, right, anything I look at within reason is 25% versus these confusing ones. It's like,
Yeah.
I think the blanket ones are so much better
Yeah.
because you'll always go there. The product you got your eye on, you guarantee it's not going to be included in the offer.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck. Whereas just a blanket one, simple. I think it's just I know every business is different, but
Wouldn't it be cool if people thought outside the box a little bit more. I know it's a bit late in the day to be saying this, but like to thought outside the box a little bit more. Because I remember when Preview done their like market stall thing.
Yeah.
So everyone does percentages, and you basically go to your favourite brands and you check the discount that they've got, and then if there's something good, you get it. But remember the one year Preview done it, they had like a live stream, they'd set up like a market stall in their office, and they'd literally pick up a jacket and be like, right, this is 25 quid, who wants it? And then people would be like, I'll have it. That was like a really fun way to get engagement and do the sale and like just stand out a bit.
It was all on Instagram Live as well, wasn't
Yeah,
it? It was
something like that,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, it was wicked.
Another one, Arterix have done Outlet. Again, not groundbreaking, but that's quite cool.
Yeah.
It's like a completely different part of the website. You go on and everything's heavily discounted. I quite like that. Yeah, Previews one was good.
And there are obviously people that just outright refuse to do it, which there's a lot of brands which I think you've got to respect, because they just go like, we worked with, who was it? It was Jigsaw, wasn't it, years ago? We just like said, look, we're not, was it Jigsaw?
I can't remember. Jigsaw was one of our first clients. Yeah, I can't remember.
I have to cut this bit out. There was a brand, it was basically a luxury bag company, and they were like, look, we're not going to discount our products. We were like, they're luxury products. Like, that's what they are. We're not going to do it. So it's interesting when you do get the brands, and I remember
they've obviously done that analysis that you talked about earlier. That it's not
worth
Patagonia
it.
The White Company only do it in store.
Patagonia don't do it. Don't do any Black Friday either.
They haven't for a few years, especially with the
It's
Netflix.
not great for the environment either, is it?
Have you seen the Netflix documentary?
No, what one's that?
The Buy Now, the shopping conspiracy?
I haven't yet.
They
Oh,
timely released it this week
Maybe I
before
will-
Black Friday. But
Maybe watch it after Black Friday.
yeah, it is all about the shopping habits and returns and where does that end life of the product go. So it is something brands, I think, should think about, but it is also so hard to combine
Yeah.
shopping and being good for the environment. It's a lot.
It's a hard one, and I think there is that massive battle of like returns, because brands almost have to offer like not necessarily always free delivery, but free returns is a massive thing now, right? But that then itself encourages people to go, sod it, I'm going to order 4 or 5 sizes. But then you could put loads of effort into helping people understand sizes and size guides and like seeing it on models and seeing people wear it to really minimise that. But are people always just going to have that seed of doubt that says, maybe I need a large, or do I need a medium? Oh, I've got free delivery, so I want to do it anyway. I don't know how we're in that world now of free returns.
It's a big
I don't know how you get rid of it.
There's a big negativity around that app, which is the point you made, but the positivity of that is if you're an online shop and you don't know your sizing, it's reassuring that you get free returns. So
Yeah.
it works in both ways. Like for me, if I'm buying something and I don't know, looking for a suit, for instance, or I'm not sure which size I'm going to be, I'll order both. Don't worry, in my mind, I can send it back free.
Yeah.
Versus someone who's just ordering a shed load of stuff and sends all of it back.
Yeah.
ASOS has now started charging you for returns. If you
Yeah,
are
I
a
see that.
specific customer, if you're on their naughty list, they will
Zara
charge
have as
you.
well. I think
Really?
Zara take it off of, they automatically take it off of what they refund you.
Well, Boohoo binned a load of people, didn't they? They banned them from being customers because they found that they were obviously like proper taking the piss.
Well, they were wearing it.
I imagine they were wearing it and sending it all back. And I'm pretty sure it was an article that they literally just banned them for life and said you can't buy from us. But there's interesting things you can do, and we've done a lot of work with one of our fashion brands to reduce that returns rate. When we started working with them, they're largely online. You can get them in stores, but their key market's America, right? So it's a massive place. They've got stores in key cities. They had a massive returns rate, wasn't it? It was something like 50% or something, because people were buying, trying them on, sending them back. But gradually, over the last probably 3 or 4 years, they've done loads of different things. Things like style guides and things, size guides, to help them decide. But then they've also done things like they introduced this new security tag system that basically stopped people wearing them. And it's really chipped away at that returns rate. And I think it's down to something like 30-35%, which is still very, very high. But there are ways you can chip away at it.
Yeah, there's two different things. If people are wearing it because they want a free outfit and returning it, that's obviously wrong. But if people, sometimes I'm a size 9, sometimes I'm a size 10. So I always buy a size 9 and a size 10. And different shoes are different things. So it's like, because if I get the wrong one, I'm only going to order it, return it, and order another one anyway.
And then you pay delivery twice. So
yeah, exactly. So it's, I don't know. Obviously, the environmental impact is probably what someone else.
what they need to do is there's a big talk robots, but there's a big talk obviously about electric cars, isn't there? Like consumer electric cars is a beast. There's a lot of electric cars. Make every delivery vehicle DHL, Prime, all of those guys, get them being electric.
They're starting to, aren't
They are a lot of them are. I think all of DPDs are now electric. But yeah, I think that would be a lot of the Royal Mail ones are like that would make the biggest difference.
Yeah.
And then obviously you still got the logistics of getting your parcels back, but the vehicles driving around picking everyone's returns up, if they were all electric, would make a massive difference.
Yeah.
One of I was out in Germany with one of our clients, and one of the product team mentioned, I can't think of the tech, I had heard of it, but it's going to become a plugin for size guides. You can, like the IKEA app.
Yes.
You can put a sofa in your room. You could stand there and put a large medium, and it will put it on your body. That would be a game changer to reduce returns.
Yeah.
If you're
Massive,
purely buying
if it
double
works,
sizing because of size, I don't know how it works with your feet.
Have you seen the on that though, the sizing? Have you seen the new Google Shopping AI? So say Reese was searching and he searched for a cycling jacket, right? And you can visualize it. You get your normal shopping ad. You can then look at that and it'll have a model there.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, so all you do is you upload a picture of the jacket. Right, that's what you upload to your feed.
Well, if you're the
shop, if you're the owner, and then basically you can flick through and find someone that looks like you. So I can flick through and go, I'm going to get a bigger guy, I'm going to get a shorter guy, I want to get a woman, and it's basically all AI generated. So literally you've got that same jacket on 100 different types of person. So you can go through and go, how would this look on me? But that's all AI now, which is bonkers.
That's really cool, yeah.
Some of them are very weird. Like some of it, we were doing it in that meeting the other day and we was using it as an example, and then just randomly had this guy with this really awkward, it was an AI, but really awkward smile. And it was just a bit weird, but it was in concept, it was amazing.
Yeah, because at the moment it will come and there'll be a picture and it'll be like, this guy is 6'1",
yeah,
size large or whatever, and then that's
he
the
doesn't
message you can get.
Doesn't look like me, whereas
I mean, the thing with that, however good it is now, it's only going to get better. So
Yeah.
if it's okay now, then give it a year or two.
it'd be unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know how you re-edit this in, but back to brands doing things differently. What do you guys think about Zara and how they show their cards early? So they tell you weeks in advance, maybe a week in advance of what their discounts are. You can add them to your basket, and then I think it's at 7 p.m. tonight. My wife told me that it will be in discount. You just basically press checkout and you can pay for it.
Wow.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
My wife said this morning,
That's
make sure you
crazy.
get your basket ready.
I've not seen that, that's mad.
How far in advance do they say it?
Massimo Dutti, if that's how you pronounce it,
Yeah.
who's owned by Zara. I've been looking for the past week probably, and it's been showing what's going to be discounted. So you're having a negative impact on sales now, but consumers basically load up your basket, FOMO, and then press checkout at say 7 p.m. tonight. That's what Zara's is going to be.
That's cool. I think that's definitely on newer side for them. I don't remember that being a thing last year.
I think they do it for all of their sales, but I'm thinking of the positives from them. They can preempt how much people are going to be buying.
Of
They're
course.
going to be more aggressive in their discounting or less aggressive. I'm thinking of the benefits.
Yeah, they're basically getting an inside look of what their sales are going to be on Black Friday.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because they can see all those abandoned carts in the background. So
There's millions of people around the world with a basket now ready to just go. Ching.
yeah.
What makes a great abandoned cart?
Great abandoned cart. So obviously you want to showcase what you've left in that cart, but to me, and other brands do it differently, but I think having a bit of personality, being a little bit cheeky, oh, we saw you looking with some eyes emojis, or just kind of really giving it that little personal touch is good, in my opinion. I really like that. And then, recommended as well. You may also featured at the bottom that you can pull in dynamically, or similar categories that you're looking for. So really more, I think, the personality of it and the dynamic elements matter most. And
should you give a discount on that first abandoned cart email?
no. Maybe on the third one.
So the abandoned cart flow, you could do 2, 3, 4 emails.
Yeah. It all depends on how much discount you want to give out as a client, but we have seen good returns from a cart reminder discount, but not something you give right away, because then that's just too easy.
It is, isn't it? Everyone's done it. You just think, okay, I'm going to add it. I'm going to wait an hour and see. And you get a discount. You've just given that discount for free.
Yeah.
Whereas just what you're saying is you might get the first email is you've forgotten this. Here's some other ideas. if they then don't pick it up, the next one might be, well, actually, look, we see, look, your basket might be expiring,
Yeah.
And if the third one, they're like, they still haven't done it, then you might go, here's a cheeky discount to try and get them over the line. At least you made it work for a little bit.
Can you,
Yeah.
so say the discounting thing, can you use a discount if someone's interacted or not interacted? So say like Luke mentioned, like there's 3 or 4 in this sequence. If no one opens it or clicks back on the product, don't offer the discount. But if someone's constantly clicking, is that
Yeah,
something
absolutely.
you can do?
So it's all just behaviour triggers,
Because
isn't
I'm
it?
looking at a pair of jeans at the moment. Every time I get the abandon, I'm clicking back on it, looking at the size.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they've got you right there.
You'll be active on site. Your profile will have all
so
these
you can set
properties.
different sequences
Yeah.
versus Luke that might not never open the abandoned basket
Yeah.
because he was on the wrong pair in the wrong. I'm just thinking you don't want to just be giving out discounts.
No, yeah.
willy-nilly.
That's
Right.
where, that personalization, the tailoring of the flow settings in the back end. That's where all that comes in the conditional splits.
We found it race. You obviously want these jeans. Here's 10% off.
Yeah, or
Has-
you just be stubborn and go, look, this guy really wants it. We're not going to give him a discount because he keeps clicking and looking at the product.
Yeah.
We're not going to give him
He's
that
going to buy
discount.
it. Yeah.
The funny thing is that
He's going to click on it now.
the pair that I'm speaking about, you've liked the ad. So
What is it?
it's the Outsider store. I'm
Oh.
looking at a pair of jeans, but they keep sending me the remarketing ad, and you've liked it.
Yeah, it
I'm
says
following
It's like a
that.
carousel of stuff, and it's funny that you've liked it, and they keep sending me emails, but they're not giving me a discount. Not that I'm waiting out for a discount. I'm just not sure if I want them. But yeah,
But no, it's a good point on the behaviour stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking specifically about abandoned carts, but on any signals, like behaviour, even an abandoned cart differing between someone that's purchased before. Like abandoned cart's not just for new customers. Like you might be a really regular customer, you still might abandon cart. You can treat them differently to people that are new. So there's so many ways of doing it. And to be fair, going back to the Black Friday point, those flows, whether it's abandoned cart, whether it's welcome, whether it's like a cross sell, like through this Black Friday period, those automatizations are working hard. Like, there's a lot of volume
Constantly going
through
in the
them.
background. With
It's
the
a big
sale.
time for them.
Yeah.
So they're earning their money, those automations at the moment.
Yeah. So it's key how them set up before, and how you want it to tailored based on behavior.
Look at that.
Let's go shopping.
Shop now. That's good.
brilliant.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
There's a lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff.
How long was it? Because